Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here with me today. Today I'm going to be talking about how we can best use our imagination to help us get what we want. Okay, so when I think of imagination, I think of like childhood stories and fairy tales and all this stuff, and that's one part of our imagination, but I feel like as we grow into adulthood, we kind of get disconnected from the other pieces of our imagination. And I want to say, for most of us, we've been taught, especially if you are in Western society, that your imagination needs to be used in a way that is perpetuated by fear-based mindset and lack mindset, which if you're unsure what lack mindset is, I talked about that in my video last week, so you can check that out. But basically this idea of fear and lack-based mindset is kind of what our imagination has been conditioned into thinking. And so we think, you know, you turn on the news and there's, oh, well, find out how this drug could be killing you, or, which is, you should pay attention to that. Okay, but find out how the winter commute is hurting your skin, and find just all these ways in which we're taught to be afraid, of fear, fear. Think about this, and constantly be afraid, and then that turns into worry of what could go wrong. And I didn't realize until probably pretty recently, in the last few years, how when we use our imagination like that, it's a misuse of our imagination. Worrying is a misuse of our imagination, and it's the ways we can really hone in on what we're afraid of deep down, and just it's a fear spiral. It just goes and goes and goes and goes, and we get more anxious and more worried, and like all these things come up for us, and that's just a way that we're misusing our imagination, this beautiful unlimited mind that we have. And so first I want to get clear about that and the ways in which you don't have to use your beautiful mind in that way anymore if you don't want to. It's going to take time, it's going to take practice, but I would really suggest moving away from that. And what I suggest to replace it with is using your mind in a way to help you get what you want by imagining how things will happen. So we all have beliefs, or we all have goals and desires and things we believe will happen for us, things we really want, and that's wonderful. And so when we know what we want and we know we're going to get it, that's step one, living in a place of certainty. Step two from that is then imagining, like, say your goal is to get a new job, or to move to a new apartment, or to take a trip somewhere. Whatever it is for you, sell your book, bake a beautiful birthday cake, whatever you want to do, it's important to think, wow, I wonder how that's going to work out. And so if we use our imagination to imagine every single possible scenario that could happen, how it could happen, then you're already existing in this idea of, I know it's going to happen, I just don't know how yet. And that's, anyone who's familiar with the law of attraction, that's a very basic spiritual idea that we just have to be certain of what we want, and then we just worry about what, and then let the universe take care of the how. And so you could imagine, okay, if I want to get a new job, you could say, I wonder where it's going to be. I wonder what I'm going to wear to my job interview. I wonder what they're going to ask me. I wonder what type of paper I'll print my resume on. I wonder, you know, whatever, anything like this. So you're basically letting your imagination fill in the details. And so this is helpful because, one, it not only solidifies and makes you feel more certain that you're going to get what you want, but two, it also leaves you open to infinite possibilities. And because I'm sure you know this has happened in your life, we get a lot of things of what we want in ways we could have never even imagined, and that's the amazing thing. We don't know how it's going to come to us, but if we train our minds and our imagination to just be open to infinite possibilities, and you encourage that within yourself, then you're communicating out to the beautiful vast universe that I am open to infinite possibilities, and I welcome whatever, however this comes for me, because I know I want this end result. So again, it'll take a little bit of time for you to unlearn fear. And so with that, just like everything else, whenever I recommend to people when you're trying to change a habit, just notice when it's happening, don't judge it, just say, okay, there it is, I forgive myself for worrying, but instead I'm going to focus on a way this could positively work out, or a way that I can get what I want. And so just reprogramming your mind in that way is really, really helpful, and it really does wonders for you helping get what you want. And so if anyone has tried this, or would like to try it, please let me know in the comments below what you would like to happen and all the infinite ways you could imagine it happening. And remember, there's no right or wrong, it's just your imagination. It's wonderful. We'll come up with beautiful, amazing things for you. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Love you. Talk to you soon.